Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah, we wait. We are complete. Or we wait for some people. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, I will let you. Maybe if you have some question to present. Present what did you do? Okay, if finally you meet each other at the school in potential and you establish some process or some that about the task. If you share the task, how you want to work and this kind of things. So if you have some question and if some progress about the work or if you have some worries, yeah.
Yeah, so we had two meetings this week in person to discuss the technologies that we were going to use, and we also divided the work. We have, I think everyone has a task now, and some of them are still working on theirs, and some of us are done. So, but yeah, the main thing was that we will be using Unity now. So there's that, and also the what about the CSV files, Kelvin? Are you asking me?
Uh, yeah, yeah. As I explained last time, also in the Slack channel. For now, except the CSV file, first, all the object that you have, that is, I think that there is VTP, STL, and VTU format. Just this one, you should show in the V environment or convert environment. Okay,
We can, but we will just need an extra program to convert all the files.
okay, yeah, okay, okay, no, I, I, I give you three type of solid. I think that Okay, okay. But the STL, there is a problem with the STL or not? No. Okay. Be- Because there is two. Okay. Because there is two way. Okay. Uh, I think that for me, I think that okay, the converting way is the more easier because okay, there is two way. One is the to convert the file because it's already that is already made. You should just convert. But if you want to use the CSV, it means that there is some intermediary process that uh, you should implement it because this CSV that you see, the as I told you, the whole, yeah, you should process them first and maybe directly in I don't know in the technology that you say that you can directly use the CSV and from the CSV you can that do the V object, but I think that it's not automatically like that. So I want to know up from now what did you do exactly?
Are you gonna stop sharing? Mm, give me 1 second. Okay, so we basically created the project, and right now, let it load.
Yeah.
Wait. So we are now able to move around and look around, and it works. Of course, the plane is just like the black thing on underneath. That's just for testing. So we want that to be the object files that we will convert, and we also got it to add some features like teleport, which we can now teleport around. And then we also got the flying. So to be clear, you just need to point with your left controller where you want to go, and then you turn off fly mode with the side button. With this one,
Okay, this is like kind of simulation, right?
yes.
I
What
mean
do you
that
mean?
this controller it's inside the you are not a remote outside the I mean that the screen the remote when you want to move and you want to do some stuff
Yes,
actually
yes, yes,
it's inside the screen. I mean that inside the app or I don't know.
yes,
It's
yes,
not
yes.
some,
This is. I have a headset, so this is me trying it with this with the headset.
okay.
Yeah.
But the white one that I see is the remote, or what is it? The object that I see in the screen that is like, yeah, this one. What is it exactly? Yeah,
Or
this,
what?
yeah. I
This
mean
one.
that, yeah, 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 yeah.
But what do you mean? I'm not.
I mean, that,
I'm sorry, I don't understand the
what
question.
is, no. I want to know, is it the controller? Is it what is it
Yeah, this
remote?
is the controller. Yeah, this is the controller.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
You mean that
controller.
there is
These are the
no,
controllers.
okay, there is no object uh
No,
form. Okay.
no. This is the controllers. There are two controllers, so you need to use the controllers to basically move around
Okay.
and do stuff. Uh, and this was for the motion, and also we had another member that was working on. I don't know if Ravin, you want to share what you did.
And all this, it is in the GitHub now.
That's the thing. Yeah, we also forgot. We created a new GitHub because with Unity, it needs to be set up right in order to work. Because if not, all the files gets messed up. So we created a new, and I did invite you. I don't know if you received the invitation. It's just that the way the our teammates set it up, so everything works nicely and we can all work at the same time and commit. And
I mean that in my link, it was not possible. The GitHub that I created before.
no, because we don't have we don't have permissions to set the server right, like the repo right.
The what?
Yeah, I mean, these are the members. Ravin, brother.
So we did tests to set up the GitHub repository, and other members made uh, a new repository so that we can put the files in for the project. And I'm not sure if what I could try to do is put it in the GitHub that you created and see if it functions.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can try this to put, because I prefer that it should be in my. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe for the purpose you can do it.
Okay.
But yeah, because maybe I should change some role, but I don't know. Usually I work like that, no problem. But maybe for some technology, I don't know exactly. But yeah, if you can put it there, it will. Yeah, it will be. I prefer that it should be
Okay.
in.
I will look into that, and then when it's possible, I will let you know.
Okay. And okay, this the thing that you show me now. Which technology is it exactly?
It's
You use
Unity.
Unity.
Unity, yeah.
Okay.
So we're using OpenXR to get everything working.
Okay, so it's open. Is Unity open XR?
Yes.
Okay. So
And this
now,
should work with a lot of headsets, so you don't have to worry about getting a specific headset. It should have a lot of compatibility.
okay. But this app that I show now, that I see now,
Yes.
you didn't, because I know that you should create an interface and this kind of thing. But I think that
Yes,
this
we are
one,
working on that. Yeah.
okay,
This was like kind of the first step, like
okay,
get the project started, so we can start the UI process, the pop-up
yeah,
UI.
yeah,
So like I said, that's we divided the tasks. I think
yeah,
there's two people working on the UI right
okay,
now, and
yeah.
yeah.
Because for me also, because I want to follow each step at each screen, I want to have a executable. For example,
Yes.
for Windows that I can give some. I can test it. For example, there's something that you should correct or add some stuff. I mean that progressively I can follow you and I can give some review about the work, and so I can see what you do exactly test and all that. Yeah. So now, okay, the thing that I see, okay, you start the project, there's no object. The question that I have for you, because now it's open XR Unity. So there is two ways. Is it possible for you with this to, I mean that I don't know if I yeah convert. If I don't speak about the CSV, but the other one, for example, STL, okay, STL and VTP and VTU, but first STL, is it possible to convert, or if anything, if it's not possible, you should uh, go from the CSV? My question is this.
Give me one second.
Maybe Shoei Shu can answer. I don't know.
Us- The CSV files, yeah, we don't have problem with the CSV files in Unity, so we can convert that into the friendly files that we can use to do. Yeah, that one. And then for the STL, this is STL.
Yeah. Is the what? Okay. Let I explain again on code the data. Maybe it will be it's normal. Yeah. Yeah. The assay is the person in this case is the percentage of mineral in each interval. Okay. As I say, okay, let I share again the screen maybe. Yeah. Okay. If you see my screen, just you see my screen. Just see my screen. Um, as I told you, in the stuff that you show, there is also CMP VTP. So it's this one. There is um, ellipsoid VTP, and there's also model VT. Okay, but also there is STL because this is just VTP, VTU, but also one STL. Okay, 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 okay. Uh, this one that you see, this VTP that you see is based on the CSV. Okay, we process the CSV to have it. It's not automatically that you have this solid or this object. It's come from the CSV. Okay, and and all the stuff that you see. I mean that if I put, for example, okay. And this STL that you see is based on this. I mean that we create this based on the whole. That I mean that based on the line that you see, we create this. Okay, there is I mean that there is some process between. I want to say. I mean that okay. There is we process first the CSV. We obtain this. So we have some algorithm that process the CSV. We obtain this. Then when we obtain this, we use some algorithm then to put to have this one. Okay, to have this one. And after that, it, we use we use again we use again this to have this one that you see here. This is another process, and to have this one also we have another process because you see there is some block inside. Okay? It's not when you see. I mean that is not. You see, there's a difference between this one. You see, this is smoothed because it just the mesh is smooth, and when you see this, see it becomes with some block, as you can see. So all the files that I gave you, there is there is some intermediary step and process we do to have it. Okay? It's made that this is what I say that for you. The most easier way is just to convert this file. Because if you want to go from the CSV, immediately you should also code or implement all these steps to have it. If you want to go from the CSV, okay? And
I have a question.
yeah,
So we already have a program that processes the CSVs and makes
yeah,
the tunnels.
exactly.
Now we do have that program, but I was wondering, how do we synchronize or how do we line up the tunnels with the terrain? So how do we know where the holes line up with the terrain?
I don't understand the question. Can you maybe repeat slowly that I understand? I'm not sure that I understand the question.
Okay, so I see that here on this application that you have on the screen.
Yeah.
I see the drill holes that come from the
Okay.
CSV files.
Yeah.
And then I also see that later you put a STL file, the one it seems like terrain. I just want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to know how exactly that would line up the tunnels with the ground.
How we create the STL? Or you mean you want to know how we create the STL?
Oh no, not exactly. I just want to know how it is, or maybe how if you have a preference on how we line it up, because we have the holes, the drill holes, and then we also have the STL. But when it's loaded inside a program, they're not
Yeah.
exactly centered together.
I'm not sure to understand the question.
I think what he means is that where exactly is the coordinates 0, 0 in
Okay.
both files? Is it in the middle? Is it in the corners? That way we can align both objects to be perfect, like how it's in real life.
Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, to add, okay, if you see, okay, normally the process that we use to process this CSV to the hole that you see in 3D like that. Yeah, in this process we figure all this about the code on it because I should look at data. Um, if you see here, we have three kind of stuff, okay, and it's very important if you want to open the section. We have first. I want to maybe I do something. Okay, when you have one goal here, okay, maybe I take the more easier way. See, let's say that you have a straight line. Straight line. This straight line, there's a starting point and there is an end point. It is in the middle. Okay? And you have some granularity. For example, 0 to 1, 1 to 2 meter until for example 19. Okay? This granularity, there is some depending of the kind of mineral that you do. For example, if it's gold, copper, diamond, there is a unity with this. For example, metric unity. I mean that for example, here for example 2% of copper. Here for example 3% of copper. So this is related to the RC. RC gives this information. And as you can see, I open that here. Because someone asked me about the RC also at the first time I answered it. You see, you have an interval from to 2, you have a percentage with the same ID of the hole. So each hole has ID, as you can see here, will change. Again, here it changed. But you see, you have an interval, and after you have a percentage. For example, here is in percentage unit of the hole. So assay is related to this data. Okay? So I mean that when you want to do your whole the way that you see the software, you should put this percentage or this information in each interval according to the assay. Then you have also the collar. In collar, you have the X, Y, and Z of the top of the code. So, for example, here, let's say that in this part, you have the X, Y, and Z. So, the starting point of the code. Okay. So, for each hole that you see, collar is responsible to keep the information about the top here. So, when you talk about coordinate, okay, you have the X, the Y, and the Z. So you have the east that easting X, Y, nothing, and you have the elevation. That is it. So this gives you the starting point of the hole. Is it clear for this part? For assay and just collar first. If it's clear for you or you.
Okay. Yes, clear.
Okay. Now, for the trajectory, it's based on the survey, because you see, you can have a hole like that, 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 you can have a hole like that. The trajectory of the hole, okay, because you have a starting point. I mean that, let's say that I start one hole here, but I can go like that, I can go like that, I can go like that, I can go like that. So there is different ending point that I can have, and also different angle. You see that, for example, here I have a straight line, but this line can be curvy, depending on the survey. So when I open the survey, okay, what the survey is related to do, as you can see here. You see also here you have the height of the hole, the depth, and the azimuth and the dip. What does it mean this? So let's say that I have my starting point of the hole, and I have a hole like that is like that. So my ending point becomes here. And as I told you, okay, again I have my IC file. So I have my granularity, I make it because it depends on the resolution. So we see that the collar gives us the X, the Y, and the Z of the top of the hole here. Okay, and the information that the assay gives us is about this granularity. Okay? So for example, okay, 0 to 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, for meter. You have a percentage of like 3%, for example, or 5%, depending on the assay or the result that you have. Now, what is about the trajectory is about the survey. So you have, if you see the survey, you have three color that is interesting. You have the depth at it, so you have 80. This is for the depth. When I say depth, I want to say that okay, it can be 1 meter at 1 meter depth, 2 meter depth, 3 meter depth, 4 meter, 10. Yeah, this is related to this. Okay? The depth. Okay? And the AZ is about the azimuth. So when I say azimuth, it's about the orientation of the hole. Because okay, here you see that I put the starting and the ending point, but if we are in this vertical plan, for example, let's say that the z-axis, yeah, we see in the vertical plan, I see a starting point of like that, and the ending point like that. But if I am this view, for example, let's say that x here, and for example y here, and I have the hole that start from here. Immediately I look the hole from the top. What I can see, and here you have north, south, you have east here, and you have west here. I mean that this hole, when it starts here, it can go in any direction. Let I take it can go from north, it can go to east, to south, to west, or for example, northwest, east north, or I don't know, east south. I mean that this parameter gives the orientation of the hole. Okay, but when I am in the vertical plan, I cannot see exactly what is the orientation because I just look about the depth. So it's about just this one, the depth, one particular point, and also the other one that is the dip. As you can see here, the dip. The dip is the incline. Okay, so when you have dip here, to the incline. Okay, and these two parameters that you see, dip and azimuth, you can better see them when you are in the vertical plan. I mean that according z-axis that you see this parameter, because you can see the depth, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see also the incline. Okay, because let's say that I told you this is a horizontal hole and this is a vertical hole. Okay? And you have a 90-degree here. So when you see 90, 60, 45, 60, 0, I mean that 60, 90, 45 is about the angle of the hole. Because the hole can be like that, can be also 45. Okay, can be also 90 degrees. So all this range that you have, this is what defines the trajectory of the hole. But this kind of these three parameters, you can take this depending of the customer or the mind. But if you should decide about the resolution. If you take this parameter each 1 meter, or in each 1.5 meter, or each half meter, or each 2 meter, or each 3 meter, each 20 meter. I mean that this is what we call this survey, because it's like kind of monitoring about the trajectory of the hole that you do. You see, so at each regular step, you can see where your hole is going. If it's going for north, if it's going for east, if for example it's inclined, I don't know if you understand better now the data, or it's, it's, uh, it's not clear for you.
Yes, I understand the CSV files. Thank you.
Yeah. So based on this, okay, if you understand, you mean that at the end, when we process all the CSV, because all the CSV is linked between them, we are able to have and yeah, the CSV, when you process this, you obtain all the whole that because you process all the data, so you are able to see the whole and some information, some granularity of the whole. So this process is, we have a algorithm they call the survey, okay, that we use to process all this all this all this CSV. So as I don't want that you, because okay, it's not necessary that you do this. I give you automatically. I give you the I already give you the whole that is already made. You understand? This is what I give you directly, the whole that you can use directly them to put in the VR environment. But if you think that is not possible or you cannot convert, okay, you can also process the data. But yeah, you should check about this kind of algorithm, and they name they say minimum curvature, minimum the name is yeah, minimum curvature. So this algorithm that we use to process this CSV. But for me, I think that for you it's not necessary. This is why I give you automatically
Ernesto.
the data directly, because as you see, uh, uh, I give you, yeah, I give you VTP, VTU, and STL. But for STL, I think that you should not have a problem because STL is very common file that you can convert. Because as I told you, to have this one also, there is a process that we should do from the when we obtain the whole, we throw some stuff to have the length and kind of thing. So I want to avoid you to get involved in this all this process. I just want to focus about the VR and the ER, because this is the part that you should do. This is what I gave you directly the output that you can use it directly in the VR. So, but I want to know why you want to how you want to convert the CSV. Okay, I have two questions. Why? Because as I told you, for now, for me, CSV file it's something that you can it can you can it can remain. I mean that is not the most the most it's not the most important thing for me. SCL VTP is the most important. But I want to know why you want to use the CSV and why you want to convert it, and instead to convert just the I mean that this one that you have already. For example, the yeah, I want to know why you don't.
Well, we were thinking I mean, if it doesn't matter, if we don't have to use the CSV, then that's okay. I guess what we were thinking is that we wanted to make it adaptable. So if the application
Ah,
has any other different CSV, it still works.
okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Um, okay, but but how you want to convert? I mean, that how you want to make this CSV in the 3D object? How you want to do it? You want to use the algorithm that I told you, or you have some that you have some way or some effort to convert the CSV to
Well, right now we have a program that converts the CSV to an object file. That's what we have.
okay.
But if it's not necessary, we can just use the object you gave us and
No,
see.
no. If you can do it easily, because I don't can I see you have something that you can share that I see how it's look, or for example when you, because I think last time you showed some picture about the line or some hole. You I think that Brian shared something like that. Is it the same or is it another thing that you?
Yes, yeah. So that picture I share, it was the program we have that converts the CSV to an object file.
Okay, so you can use it, but is it something also you will be able after to put some color, interact, select with them, and select some object, for example, write on them. I don't know, make some slice inside, because as I say, there is two axes about the work. First, we want to just visualize them, and another after we want to interact with them. For example, select some object, and for example, write some stuff on the object, or for example, make some slides, or I don't know. Yeah. So it's just something that we will be able to do it, because something that is important that I want to tell you exactly, yeah, this data is one data, but it's not always like that. I should be able to, when you will develop the app, to put in the app any data set. I mean, that is not always like that. This is just one data set, but depending of the mining, depending of the hole, depending of the field, it can be a multiple kind of this kind of data set. And all this kind of data set should be, yeah, not adjustable, but uh, it should be possible to visualize them in the app that you want to do. So I have no problem, because I feel like it was very difficult for you. But if you can directly convert that the CSV in the in the in the graphic or 3D object, okay, go for it. I mean, go ahead. I have no problem about this. No problem about this.
Okay, we can keep developing that, and then we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay, so there is no problem about converting. I mean that in the two cases you have no problem. You can convert. You can also go from scratch with the CSV. There is no problem about this. Okay? I understand. But me, I want to know about the visualization because the thing that you show me, yeah, when you convert, but I don't know because when I see the thing that I think Ernesto just share in the VR app, uh, I want to know if it will have a difference, okay, between the VR object and the object that I gave you because as I told you last time, yeah, because okay, okay, but But I want to know that if the rendering will be better than what I, for example, okay, I want to say that for example, you see my, for example, this BTU here, okay. When you will convert it in VR, is it something that will be look better than this or will be similar? My point is this. Or, or yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I put a VTP here, you see. Okay. Is it something that when you will convert in VR and you go in the app, it will look better? I mean, that about the rendering and about the immersive experience. Do you think that it will be something that has a more more interesting to look at it than this one, or it just will be similar, or you will add some feature that, for example, improve the rendering? My point is this. Yeah, for example, okay, later I'll show you. Okay, you see, last time I show you this app because I have two app. Okay, I show you this app. Yeah, I mean that also for this one, I want that it look. I mean that better. For example, okay, okay, the second app that we have actually. Yeah, okay. You see, for example, how here it's look the whole year. See that is is quite very different, okay, from from uh, from this one. I want to know when because it's the same data as you see. This whole that you see is exactly the same data, but it's look here is look better. We see and that for the visualization and this kind of thing is better for the user. I want to know when you will put in the VR object in the VR environment and all the stuff. Is it something that it will be more beautiful, yeah, to visualize this. For example, I don't know, for example, the block will be better. I don't know if there's kind of engineering that we can do to improve this this visualization. Okay. And okay, but this is for Geol, but okay, for Geol, I understand we can start from the beginning. having that from scratch as I say. But for this the solid also, is it that also if you want to do this you should start from scratch, if I understand. You mean that also for the all, I mean that for all the objects we should start from scratch. The point is this: if we, because if we just convert, there is no way to. I mean that it will be not very different from what I have now. If I understand. Okay. Okay. Can you the one that show me the app in the VR when we can move with the controller? Can you again share it? I want to see something.
Yes, give me 1 second.
Because yeah, if it's just similar, I mean that there is no. We should find a way uh, to improve the visual. Yeah.
I think
Obviously,
I
this is
think
a
the main
recording, so I mean, it's gonna be in bad quality, but it's gonna look better hopefully in the headset. And the headset actually looks good. So, but I guess
So
that
that,
your question was like if we think it's gonna look better in the VR than the one that you already have, right?
yeah. My question is, I wonder because my
Um, Personally, I can't really say for sure because I haven't done anything in VR, so I don't actually know what the actual limit of the VR is. But I think it will definitely be interesting because you will be inside the whole thing and you'll be able to get a closer look while moving around.
so I think the main difference would be the way you interact with the data.
Yeah,
So the CSV files gives us the entry point. It gives us the material. It gives us at certain depths. It gives us updates. How much we can do with that data or how much we can enhance it. I guess we're gonna see. I guess we would need also more data to add more
yeah,
features than what we already have.
yeah, yeah. The point is this at this step. We should think and we should think together to find a solution, because I just want that. It just, I know that about the immersive part is okay. I can see the perception, go inside, and so this is correct. But also about I mean that the basic visualization. Yeah, I want to know that if, because now we should decide if converting or go from scratch. What is the better way? Because for the CSV there is no problem, but my point is how you can, is it any way that you can, when I take for example this subject, that this one, is it any way that you can go from scratch for this, or to have, or I mean I don't know if you can deconstruct it or embody it, and I don't know. I just think how we can because if converting maybe increase from 20%, I don't know the rendering, I don't know, I just say like that. And if we find a way for safety, I know that we can go for scratch, but for this one, because I think I have also the CSV of this one. Is it something that if I give you, maybe you can do something with this? You think? Because I have the CSV also of this.
The CSV for which one?
Okay, excuse me. Let me share my screen. Yeah, excuse me. I mean that I have also the CSV of this. I can find it. So, because my point actually, I want to know if converting is the best way to improve the visualization, or if we go from scratch. For example, we go with uh, we go from the CSV, we do the whole, because that's more easier for you. And we go
Oh,
from that. Also for the model, if for example I give you the CSV, or is it any way that you can take this one and make it better or something like that?
yes. I think if we had the CSV for the model of that model, it would be better. I think.
Okay, okay. Uh, because I think I can find this. But for the STL, for example, I have no CSV of that. But I think that for this one, I can find the CSV. I think, but from the STL, yeah, we should build it from here. And, I have no CSV of this. But okay, we will see what you can think about it. I think it's one challenge that we have now. Because I just want that to keep in your head that the purpose of this is to improve the visualization, not just to copy paste this one and just put it here. I want to have a little bit more, it's be more beautiful and for the book. Okay,
Okay.
there's any question or
I do have a question. So, is the CSV of that model, is it related to the holes? Are they related somehow?
no? It's not related to the whole. It's related to um, the size of the block and the what's inside. What is the grade inside for example. Because this this uh, block that you see is supposed to have some grade inside. For example, some copper or some gold. So the CSV is not related to the whole, but it's related to each block that you see. For example, each block you see, I have the CSV for the size of each block and also the CSV for the what each block contains about the mineralization. Yeah, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah, because as you see, this block is something that we define. You see here, we define the discretization here, okay, the origin, the x, y, and z origins, the number of x, the number of the discretization that you have. Yeah, we do some stuff to have it. So yeah, it's not like automatic, but I think I can find the CSV. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any question? Something? Please, as soon as that you can give me the executable and also put the code in the GitHub. Just let me know because I want to test it progressively.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah, we did about the first part. Yeah.
I think that you can use. I have not put any restriction. I think that normally you can. I think that you can easily put your stuff. I think.
Yeah, we can try. Yeah.
Okay. And also all the video that I want, because I want also to see a little bit what you do. Can you little bit in the Slack channel put, for example, Ernesto, the VR that the project that you start and how we move in this.
Okay.
Also, see you can put your
Okay.
because last time you do some stuff last time also. See, I think that you put one solid in the. I don't know, but you share something before. Can you also share the video with me in the Slack? Also, I think Brian convert the picture because I just want to little bit see uh, what is going on to little bit have an overview and see that how the thing going is going. Is it
Okay.
possible that you do this maybe today or tomorrow? I don't know.
I will send
That
it
I
as soon as we end the meeting. I'll send them.
okay. Okay. And also when the GitHub is set up, also send me. Yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so finally, okay, we use Unity, OpenXR is right.
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. I have no more question. If someone has question about, for example, explain something or one way I can answer. Otherwise, let you go.
I think we're good.
Okay. So when you feel that you will put the stuff, for example, I just want to have an idea. Uh, you think tomorrow or maybe when you think that you will put the
Just to make sure you want the videos, right?
yeah video. I just
Yeah.
want to see a little bit what is going on.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
example,
Yeah. 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 I can. I
uh,
can. I can send them. Right now. Actually. Yeah.
okay.
When
And
the
also
GitHub is set up, I will upload, or other team member can upload the whole project, so you can even download Unity and test it out.
okay. And Brian, also you can share your picture that you convert last time with CSV because I mean that all the stuff that you share because now two meeting or three meeting that we did, I see that sometimes you share some stuff in the meeting, but after I want to see that to little bit
Yeah.
analyze, but I have not. So yeah, if you can share, guys, all the stuff that you share in the meeting, for example, also behind the picture and see the video, or I don't know. I also
Okay.
that I can check it.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, so thank you, and uh, this sprint is finished this Friday, or I mean that uh, because we say that each 2 weeks, right? The sprint. So I want to know that if I should give more tasks, or we still in the first sprint, or okay, because I think now we work for 2 weeks, no? Okay. Because I don't want, because I know that some students they want that each sprint they want to have the even they have some remaining tasks, they want always to have some tasks for each sprint. I don't know if you prefer finish the thing that you have between before have the new one. Okay, how you want to, or I can give the new task and you how you want to because I think today is the first sprint is should be, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but I think that today is supposed to finish the first sprint, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know how you want to work. If you want different tasks for each sprint, or you want to finish uh, your task before that, we add some tasks. How you want to do? Okay, okay. So we give 1 week. Okay, okay, okay. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.